Howdy musicians, welcome back. I wanted to hop on here real quick today and talk to you about how important it is to play things at different speeds. So most songs that we do have a particular speed that we usually play them at. Whether it's, kind of a slow ballad, or if it's an up-tempo punk song, or if it's something kind of just a medium rock groove, whatever it is, we typically have a speed that we usually play this song at. Or if it's something that a lot of people play, most people usually play it at roughly the same speed. But it's actually important to practice any given song that we do at a variety of speeds in order for us to become better musicians. And there are a number of reasons for this that involve technique, that involve the style of the song. We're only able to choose from the options that we've been exposed to. So seeing a variety of ways of playing something gives us a little more insight into the different things that we can do with a particular song. So let's talk about some of the things that will be different. For one thing, the way that your instrument feels, the way that you move when you play your instrument is going to feel different at different speeds. When we play something really slow, we're going to use slower, more deliberate movements. When we play things quickly, everything that we do becomes smaller and faster. So the way that we physically move when we play an instrument is actually going to change depending on the speed that we're playing it at. Changing the speed and trying a slow song fast or a fast song slow gives us a different way of playing that and allows us to see how our hands have to work differently. It exposes us to a different way of playing it and creates a new physical challenge for us musically. Songs will also have different musical characteristics at different speeds. If we play a slow ballad, a lot of times it has a very flowing, pretty quality to it. If we have a slow march, it has a very driving quality to it. So different songs will sound different, but when we take either of those tunes and we speed them up significantly, they're going to feel different and we're going to have to treat them differently. If I take a slow ballad and I kick it up tempo, then it's not still a ballad anymore. It's kind of a different style of song altogether. Same thing if we take a fast song and we cut the speed in half, well now it's obviously not a fast punk tune or whatever anymore. It's a much different style. And this can also give us more insight into the different options that we have. Playing a song at a completely different speed can give us different inspirations. I'm going to have different ideas of what to improvise on with a ballad than I am with a faster rock song. So if I take a fast rock song and I slow it down to the speed of a ballad, now the things that are going to pop into my head for me to play are now going to be far different than they would at the normal speed of that song. So I get different inspirations when I slow things down or speed them up, when I play things outside their normal speed. And we also get a different perspective on the song. When we take a fast song and we slow it down, it opens up the song a little bit and we get a little bit more space in between each note, and we get a little bit more time to see everything happen as it goes along. We get a little bit more insight into how the song works. So even though this may seem out of character for that particular song, lean into that. Go ahead and use that to your advantage. Even it's not supposed to be a fast song anymore if we slow it down. Go ahead and play it like you would a slow song. Throw a lot of expression on it. Throw some vibrato on there. Really roll out the dynamics and make this a very, cinematic almost song. Really lean into the new style of whatever that song is doing. So now let's talk about the technical side of things. When we have a song and we speed it up faster than its normal rate, it's going to make us focus on technique a little bit more. We're going to have to hop from one note to the next a little bit faster. We're going to have to hop from one string to the next a little bit faster. So it makes our technique be a little bit more developed in order to just execute the song properly. So it's a good exercise to take all of your normal songs and just speed them up as fast as you can go, or maybe not that fast, to just speed them up a little bit and see how different that feels when we play it. When we take a song and we slow it down, it actually makes us have a little bit more thoughtful control in what we do. Just like walking in slow motion is harder than walking normally, moving when we play music in slow motion is harder than moving when we play at a normal tempo for what we're used to on that song. So if we have just a medium tempo song and I play more slowly, everything that I do lasts a little bit longer and I have to control my hands a little bit more throughout that entire note before the next note comes along. Our sense of momentum is not necessarily there anymore. So since everything feels differently, I have to treat it differently. Now, music teachers all over the planet, including myself, will always tell you, slow it down and clean it up. If you're playing something and it's not going well, slow it down and clean it up. So it's the broken record that you've always heard. However, there actually is benefit in playing something a little bit too fast. When we're working on a song and we speed it up beyond the level that we can actually play it, the places where the song breaks down are going to be the spots that we need to work on more. So speeding something up a little bit too much can actually give us a set of instructions on the exact points of the song that we need to fix. So we work on those points and we fix the song, and then we try it again. And when we speed it up, if we're not messing up on those parts, it highlights the new parts that we are messing up on. Or, ideally, we would just get better and better and have fewer mistakes on it. So speeding things up a little bit too fast can actually let you know where you need work. So what's a good way to practice this? I like to take a song, just a medium tempo song, let's say, and start on the slow side of things, because that's honestly going to be just a little bit easier. So if we say we're playing something at 100 beats a minute, if you slow it down just a little bit, 95, 90, it's still going to be possible to play it and it won't feel all that different. So slow it down a little bit more, 85, 80. Now it becomes strange and it starts to feel a little bit different. Slow it down a little bit more, 75, 70. And now we start to see how we have to treat this song differently, like an entirely different type of music almost. Then we can do the same thing in the other direction, and we can go back to our normal speed to get a baseline on it. This is very important. And now we can start to get faster than that normal speed. So now we speed it up to 105, 110. This won't feel a whole lot different most likely. And then we start to speed it up a little bit more, 115 and 120. This will become a little bit harder to play, and it also does this really cool thing that I call outrunning the analyst. It goes beyond our point of ability to actually micromanage each note. The notes are going by so fast at this point to where we don't really have time to think about each individual note and to micromanage how we play each individual note. We really just have to kind of trust our hands and trust that what we're about to play is going to work. You have to know the song pretty well. If you're still trying to remember how the song goes, this isn't going to work. But if it's a song that you know pretty well and you start to speed it up, eventually you'll get past the point to where you can really control each note, and you have to just play the song and hope that your hands can do the job. And the ability to let go and just hand the reins over to your hands and let them do the work, that ability actually is pretty freeing, because now, since I'm not responsible for micromanaging each note, I can be responsible for deciding how I want to play the song, what expression and dynamics I want to put in there. When I'm improvising, what kind of notes I want to be playing. I can think more about the structure of the song and the other members of the band and what they're playing and how I need to respond to that. So it's a pretty cool side benefit to that. But the main thing that we're talking about today is just the technical benefit that we get from playing things a little bit too fast or a little bit too slow. So work with this and see how this can work for you. Take any song that you already know. It needs to be something that you know pretty well. And then play it just a little bit slower, and then a little bit slower than that, and a little bit slower than that. Go back to your baseline, your normal speed for that song, and then play it a little bit faster than that, and a little bit faster than that. And notice what changes. Notice what your hands have to do differently, and notice how the music changes. And also be aware of anything that comes up, any kind of feeling of wanting to do something different. If you slow it down and you want to put extra vibrato on it, lean into that. Do that. Do more of those things. If you speed it up and you feel like it needs to be choppier and more machine gun timing, then do that. Whatever it is that you feel that it wants to do, lean into it. And if it's getting a little bit too fast, make it way too fast. And just see how that works and compare that to the original version and see how your technique has to change in order to pull that off. This is a great skill to have, and it's a great thing to practice. So take some songs and mess with this and have fun with it. This is a pretty cool thing to mess around with. So just most importantly, have fun with it. Practice hard on this stuff, and we'll see you guys next time.